They're sitting on a couch. It's usually just 2 characters or sometimes 3 characters. And they're always talking and sitting. Just sitting in a chair. The pacing sucks. There's no style to anything. It's so boring.
From the concrete shores of Arlington, Texas, this is the Approximate Podcast with your hosts, Jamie French and Orion Quest. Start off, here's the first note. Hello.
Hello.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Welcome to a very special episode of the Approximate Podcast. My name's Jamie French, and I am with my family today. My mom and my 2 sisters were celebrating my belated birthday, and so I'd like to introduce you to Mom. Mom, say hi.
Say hello.
Very good. Samia.
Hi.
Uh-huh. And Amira.
Hi.
Excellent. You guys are wonderful. Excellent. Thank you for doing this for me. This is a last-minute kind of out off the seat of our pants kind of thing, so I really appreciate it. Good. Yeah. No, the pressure breeds good podcast. I love it. Has everybody had plenty to drink?
We'll get there.
We're working on it.
Working on it. Everybody, if you have a drink, take a swig.
I have no drink.
You should fix that.
Ah, man, you're the loser.
You just had a shot a second ago. It's okay.
Right.
Mom. Mom.
You can wait.
Just wait. It'll hit you.
I'm not sharing though.
So
Really?
No. So it's been what, a month and a few days since my actual birthday. Here's what I want to hear from you guys. Your best memories of your siblings and your kid, your eldest child, me.
Oh, don't make me
Best memory.
Wait, best memory or most vivid memory?
Yes. I'll take either. Mom, you go first. What's something that sticks out in your head that you think would be interesting to our listening audience?
Okay. All right. I once took a Coca-Cola away from Jamie. She didn't want to get rid of it. She wasn't supposed to have it before bed.
Oh, no. How old was I?
9.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, 9. And Jamie had a tantrum, so Jamie was sent to Jamie's room.
Oh, I think I know this. Go ahead.
And we were in the living room, and Jamie was screaming. And then we heard the window open, and Jamie was screaming, "Help me! They're torturing me! Help me! Somebody call the police!"
Not a drama queen at all.
And the police came.
I remember that. I do remember that. I thought it was because I was going to bed like early.
You were going to bed early because you had a tantrum because I wouldn't let you have a Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay. Wow, what a butt.
Yeah.
What a butt.
I love that
A little bit.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it was your favorite.
But you did good things too. But that was something you did that really
Never
stands out
happened.
in my memory.
Did the neighbors call?
The
I
neighbors
didn't-
come over. The neighbors called the police, and the police came over. And they did a well check on Jamie.
Oh, well, it was very official.
It was very official.
Oh, my goodness.
It's somewhere in the Arlington police annals.
Wow, so that was 9 years old.
You're
so
part of history, bureaucratically speaking.
So 28 years ago, I apologize.
Thank you.
28 years later, very sorry. I still want that Coke.
And I'm not embarrassed anymore. All those neighbors are dead.
I see.
God.
Yep. And that's how come my mom's awesome. Samia, do you have any kind of memories of me? We're celebrating me today.
It's your birthday.
It is my
celebration,
day,
so.
and I want to know how much you adore me.
Well,
So-
I don't have like a funny memory.
It doesn't
Mine
have
is
to be.
like
It can be
sweet
poignant.
memory. It's-
Sweet
It-
memory is
oh,
good.
let's hear a sweet
It's
memory.
like
Let's
one
hear
of
how I'm.
my-
Mom told the devil story. You tell an angel story.
Right, like most vivid first memory that I have of hanging out with Jamie. I was about 8 and I made up a song and I went into Jamie's room and I said, I wrote a song. And Jamie said, "Oh, get up on the bed." And she made me stand up on the bed like a performer and sing her my song. And then she told me that it had good lyrics, and then it was like a well-formed song with verses and a chorus, and to keep practicing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like my
so
you're like one of the reasons I do music.
I love that. I love that. And you're welcome for that bit of inspiration.
Thank you so much.
Remember, I get points on the
Basking.
back end from any album that you do put out. Amira, do you have any memories of your bestest buddy, me?
I don't have any good memories of any motherfuckers.
Really?
No.
Wow.
cow.
You,
We were
somebody shaking
guys were-
salt all over the podcast.
Wait a second. You guys were really mean to Amira. You were so mean with her.
No, but I did have one good like moment, and it was us. It was kind of like bonding over like not being interested in interacting with people at all, kind of a little bit. Jamie
How long
was-
ago was this?
This was when we were living in the house on Wisteria. I was probably 7, 8. I'm not sure exactly. And you were on the computer on MS Paint, like
Yeah.
meticulously
I did
entering in
everything
every
by
single
the
pixel.
pixel.
Yes,
I drew
by
everything
the pixel,
by the
and I was
pixel.
watching you.
I
Just
killed our computer's
detail
memory doing that.
oriented. It was beautiful. You were making this horrifying zombie creature, and I was just so pleased with it. And I just remember wandering over to the living room and like getting out a pad of paper, and I like started drawing gravestones and stuff, like my little macabre, version of whatever you were doing. And, like I called you over, and you were just like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking rad. I love that story. That's a good story. So, Sammy is pressed for time, so we want to kind of keep it moving along. I remember earlier today, before we had all this set up and we were still doing tacos and stuff, we were talking about politics. And we were talking about our good friend, Mr. Trump. And we all had some really spicy opinions. I guess that is not unexpected in a family such as ours, where people either lean Democrat or at least liberal in their views. How disappointed are you that Trump is going to be our president?
Prepare myself.
If they let me send you a letter from the concentration camp, I'll let you know.
Oh no, I'm sharing bunks with you.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll be
Mom, you're
we'll
the
be in
only
it
safe
together.
one.
I know.
Yeah.
Except for the race mix.
Yeah.
Oh, the race
You might go
mixing.
down for that.
I
Yeah.
could.
Oh, you have a past. Oh. Yeah, Mom has a record. She's doomed. Do any of you think there's any hope? Let's not talk about Mr. Trump. Let's talk about something a little more positive about the election process this year.
What is positive about it?
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
was going to defer to you with I was grasping onto hope that somebody had something positive to say that shines a
upbeat
little light
youths.
on how we may all survive this.
I mean, we probably won't survive, but someone will.
And they'll be really wealthy and happy.
Yeah.
Free of Mexicans and Muslims. Oh, it's gonna be
We can
perfect.
start
It's
the
gonna be
world
awesome for
anew.
those people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. So, Hillary's chances, because it's not really worth talking about anybody else, is it?
I mean,
Yeah, Bernie's done.
Bernie's done. There's third-party candidates, but they kind
But
of
I don't
suck.
know.
But they don't.
That's
But they don't.
crazy.
At this
They're not.
point,
They don't
count.
have. Yeah, they don't have enough polls
be-
to do anything.
I like to
other
be
than-
I hear
realistic
people
here.
talking about Johnson that, why aren't you, you got to vote for Johnson. And I'm
Johnson's
trying,
like, why?
For-profit prisons and getting rid of the public education
Like I don't
system.
hate everything he
Exactly.
has to say, but there's so much that I don't agree with that I just can't. There's no way that I could stoop to that.
Even if Hillary is the crook or whatever that they
the
call
liar, the liar.
her, I still agree with her on most stuff.
Here's something here, because part of the reason why I like to put this show together is because I like to hear things from people that can fill in my knowledge gaps and maybe learn something, even if it's from a point of contention. So if I have somebody here I disagree with, I use that as an opportunity to potentially learn something. I could be wrong about things, and I like the opportunity to learn something. In this case, I think we're all on kind of the same page politically, but what I would like to know is, because I spend so much of my time doing other things, I don't get to pay as much attention to politics as maybe I should, especially as a fledgling broadcaster. So what is the? I don't understand the thing why Hillary's evil to some people.
Because
She has
Somebody-
a vagina.
No, like
I'm pretty
somebody,
sure that's the main
somebody
thing.
tell me the actual thing because I didn't know anything was wrong.
There's a lot of shit that flies around.
Well, it's just like people have hated her for so long. I don't think
For
they
why?
know
They
how
can't
to
let-
not hate her.
they
Like
can't
I
let
remember
go.
in high school, like my
But can't let go. What
economics
did? What
teacher,
was the thing
nerd, my
she
government
did that
teacher
makes
being
her?
like,
a-
she's a lesbian, fuck her, whatever. Like,
Your teacher said that?
I mean, the lesbian part he did. He didn't say fuck
Whoa.
her, but yeah, he was like, I'm pretty sure she's a
Texas.
lesbian. Yeah.
Okay, well that's great, but that's all.
This
just
is the
like,
same
that's
state
just
where
all-
they were like,
The problem with Hillary,
Okay.
it's always been with Hillary, is that she has a voice and she's not afraid to use it. That she partnered with her husband, the president, and people hated that because
What
she
when
has
all the scandal went down with the Bill Clinton, or just in general?
No, in general. In general, she partnered with her husband, and they couldn't stand that she was allowed to have her political voice. And because she's not a soft speaker, and she's not a
Like a
girly girl.
She's not
traditionally
demure in
feminine.
that.
She's
Yeah.
not demure in that sense. She's not unlike any other presidential wife first lady that has ever been. It was very easy to call her a bitch because
and maybe she
Wait,
is
now,
a little
wait a minute,
bit of
wait
one.
a minute.
But, you
do
know,
you think
that's
it's
not
do you think it's
necessarily
that,
such a
or
bad
do you
thing.
think there's something in my gut saying it's more than that? Because people like strong speakers, people like opinionated
not
people,
women,
but well,
not women.
I think
It
Well,
depends.
think of,
Can
like,
I tell
think
you?
of certain women, Sarah Silverman.
sure.
You
Or
have to
like
be
women
you
that
have
can't
to
get
be an
away.
asshole in a
Here's
very
the-
specific way if
here's-
you're a woman.
Here's the thing that is in my gut that I think is like maybe the main stupider problem. I agree with what you said, but I think it's stupider than that. I think it's that maybe her delivery is wooden and practiced. And people don't
face
like
does
this.
weird me out.
People don't
So-
like it when somebody seems disingenuous and practiced.
and
She's
that's
always got
that's
that crazy
true.
eye going.
But she's a worker bee. She's not. She says herself she's not a public speaker. She doesn't speak well. But
she's not an
a-
Obama or
she's
a,
not-
her
yeah,
husband.
Right.
she's
She
not
doesn't have that
charismatic
swagger
at
that
all.
everybody's like, whoa.
And she's got that kind of, tough lilt to her voice, and she's unemotional, and her job is to get the work done, and that's what she's always done for 30 years. She's got the work done.
And why isn't that enough for people?
because
Do you
she's a
think that
woman,
would be
I'm
enough
telling you,
for
honestly think
people?
it's because she's a woman.
It's a woman thing. If she were a man, she would have accolades for all she's accomplished.
Why was
Like I get that she's
well, okay,
done
I was just about to answer my own question by saying this next thing, but I'll say it anyway because
You want
it'll spark y'all's voices. So why was Sarah Palin so cool? For that?
Republicans?
Yeah, well, yeah, for like
her
why
base?
so popular, like hated amongst people with two brain cells rubbed together, but for everyone else,
She
it
was a
seemed like it was
straight shooter.
sensational. It was
She
because she was.
sincere,
It was the
No,
opposite.
Are you sure it wasn't secretly they just found her like non-threatening? She wasn't too smart for them.
I think that has something to do with it. I think her stance on abortion had a
Which might be
ton to
true
do
of
with it.
any
Can I- out of-
politician
like
for
a
a certain
hunter.
group
Out
of
of
people.
fairness, what she did for Alaska, did she work hard for Alaska?
Alaskans didn't like her.
They didn't like her. So she didn't even have that going for her. She was just
And, like, some
hot
of the
air.
stuff she said was exaggerated, like the "I can see Russia for my house" thing wasn't really true. She didn't actually technically say that, but at the same time, she said a lot of dumb
Really
shit.
dumb. Yeah, she was
Like-
bimbo-esque.
A little bit.
Not a little bit, a lot. She did you see her introduce
Well,
Trump? No,
a
she's
long
a
time ago.
pistol packing mama that believes in
Guns, God, glory.
The reason she was so
Yeah.
The USA.
this is why I'm saying this is why I said I answered my own question, because she was all show where Hillary has no show, not a performer.
So-
Sarah
so-
Palin
No
performer,
tries.
charisma. Yeah, she just doesn't have that.
and
I don't
and
even,
she doesn't have
and
that
people-
X factor.
and people
was
respond to Palin more than they. So this doesn't even sound like it sounds like it's more about human psychology and not about
Like it's
the
not
politics.
about politics. It's
not
about
at all.
entertainment.
I think that the
Well, it's
powers
always
that
about-
be are mostly male, and I think that Palin coming across as kind of a bimbo and a non-threat to
Hey, I resemble that remark.
yeah, she has no substance, and women shouldn't have substance for a lot of men, whether they admit it or not. I mean, that's
I could tell you this: there's no porn parodies about Hillary Clinton.
What?
No.
I feel like that can't be true.
How is that possible?
Because
I can see
seriously.
that boring of a human
Right.
being.
I feel like there's a porn.
Porn,
But she's got the
porn
crazy
goes-
eyes.
There's a porn for everything. How can
Porn
there
looks
not?
at her and goes,
Nothing about
That's the
Nothing.
opposite
There's-
of sexy.
"Who's? Yeah, no." I went to the agencies, looked up the models. I can't even. Nah, the Palin though.
The Palin.
I can see that.
Palin and Bill. That's
Palin-
a perfect porno.
Ooh.
Ew,
Ooh.
ew,
Ew.
gross.
Or Biden. Like
Yes. Little Biden porn.
He's
Boppin' Biden 12, now available on DVD and VOD.
Yes.
1995.
That's making me sweat.
Oh man, no, that's
poor mom.
clarify because sweat can mean several things.
In a bad way.
Okay.
Or an appropriate way. How about that?
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate way. Again, you're gonna have to clarify.
What is the situation?
So we're doomed. We're doomed. Are we doomed? We're doomed.
Probably.
I'm
Okay,
sure.
so
I'm
what?
kind of looking forward to
You know,
a
we're
little
probably
baby
doomed either way,
doom.
though.
What do we think really happens if Trump gets it?
We appoint.
Hopefully, everybody just does everything they can to make sure he can't get anything done.
Well, but the Republicans are in charge of Congress right
Yeah,
now.
but they don't like him either.
That's
He'll
well,
be
half of them
terminated.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You think?
I think something will happen.
Do you
to
think
him.
there's enough dirt that will be uncovered in his past that?
Nope.
Not a chance.
They're not even trying to find dirt on him. He's what? How
He'd
many,
just say he was proud of it anyway. He loves everything about himself.
But is there anything that's actionable that people, if he does, it's gonna ruffle feathers hard enough to where somebody's gonna try to make a move? And is there anything in his past that's actionable that would disgrace his presidency or make him impeachable?
was
or-
that child
rape
rape
charges
thing.
against him.
He
He's
cheated
a
on his first
philanderer.
wife to marry his second
Yeah.
wife. He cheated on his
but
second wife to
right
marry
now,
his third wife.
right now,
His current
everybody's
wife-
treating those details as
Human
colorful,
frailty?
as human interest story. Almost, it's almost as
It's
colorful
a new,
for
modern,
the news.
blended family.
But when it comes to brass tacks, is
different
anybody
kind of
going to
blend.
actually call him on that if he does win? If
No. Nobody's going to call him on any of that. The only thing that might happen is an assassination.
oh God.
That's horrifying.
you see, I made the comment on one of my favorite podcasts. I left a comment on one of their recent
Yeah.
shows, the Unpopular Podcast, and I said in one sentence, I said, "Can we just elect this guy already so we can get the assassination over with? Because it's getting boring. This is
God,
this.
I can't even laugh at
It's,
that.
it's getting old.
It's this whole dark cloud
Well,
is
I
getting
don't think-
really boring. We
I don't
deserve
think
better."
I don't think the GOP wants Trump. I think
Honest-
that they're going to try and find a way
It
to
doesn't-
put a candidate that's behind him. No?
No, he's the candidate. He's
They've
the nominee.
already
They
decided
have
to
picked
back him.
No,
and the
He's
thing
there.
is, he's still going to be fighting for all the things that they've put in their platform. He's still going to be, anti-abortion, just like they would like. He's still going to appoint a conservative to the Supreme Court. He's still going to.
And then on top of that, he's going to openly just be like, hey, racist, come love me.
He already does that.
Yeah, that's where he's at. That's his base.
God, watching videos
I
of
am.
Trump supporters
I
is
have
like
got.
my
I
favorite
have got to
thing
be
right now.
positive that somebody in Donald Trump's background has had an abortion at his.
Are we sure he
And
has?
then he encouraged it or something.
Yeah, I just have to be positive.
his
that-
behest,
At
yeah.
his behest.
There's something in my gut that says, I know this seems like special circumstances, the way that we all feel about Trump as potential president. But we used to have these same kind of dark feelings about folks like, any Republican.
Oh, I'm
that
like
you never
growing up,
want to
I
see in
shit on
office.
George Bush like my entire teenagedom.
But
Yeah, but George Bush seems like a ray of sunshine
He
at this
does.
point. I mean, I
Yeah,
was like,
seriously, I
oh,
never
where's
thought I'd
another
end up
George
liking
Bush?
that guy by comparison. Like he was like a human being.
Ooh, you said it.
I know.
Jeez.
if we're to imagine that worst case scenarios in a Trump presidency, is it impossible to just lie low, just live your life as you always do, and wait out 4
If-
years?
If 4
Do you
years
think
is
anything's
all
going to
it
happen
is-
to us?
Yes.
If 4 years is all it is,
If
I'm
I
not,
don't
then
think
eight.
people
live
would
that
vote.
out.
I don't think people would vote him in again after the first 4.
I hope not. But that's the fear, is that they do.
A lot
And then
can
8
happen.
years
Well, that
is a
depends. Is
long
he
time.
serious about his whole like I'm gonna take out anybody who opposes me within the government once I'm in office? Like if he's serious about that.
Nice. Hold on, that was awesome. Should have warned you about the equipment in this room. It's spring loaded. In fact, here, tap your spring for a second. Now you do yours, Amira. And you do yours. We're Kraftwerk.
Wait, I don't like
We're
mine. Mine
revolutionary.
does not have good tone.
Poor mom.
You know, I forgot to tune the springs on the mic arms. I'm sorry. Mine is very professional, and it's on I can't, there's nothing I can do. My mic is awesome.
It is, and it's got like
Totally
a screen
silent.
to
I'm
shield
so-
itself.
Eventually, on a previous podcast, I said I'm going to replace all the mics with my really kick-ass. This is the Shure SM7B, and it is actually the broadcast standard for radio.
All right.
Yeah, you go to any really good professional podcast, not like this show, but or watch any radio show, any professional radio show. It's always
I'm like, that's what it sounds
this
like.
guy
It
right
sounds
here.
like the radio.
But they're
Seems similar.
they're $350 a pop. Yeah,
That's-
the
I don't
mics,
have that many.
That's a
But
little
when
more
we're
than
millionaires,
that.
we're going to buy you a bunch of them.
the mics.
Talk about when we're millionaires.
Yeah, that magical, near future day.
The mics that you're on right now, I bought a pack of 5 for $25 at the Guitar Center. And the only reason they sound any kind of good whatsoever is because of the 99-cent windscreens that are on them.
What?
Take the
Really?
windscreens off, and they're just awful. Here, go ahead. Take yours off, man. They just peel
Trash
right off.
microphone.
Now talking to it.
Okay. Ooh,
And say
Oh,
anything
you
with
can hear all the noise.
say anything with P in it.
popular people poise themselves.
Yeah, gross, huh? Now throw the thing back on. This is great.
Ow.
I can't get it back.
I love those sounds. That is amazing. That is good radio. Now talk.
Now popular people poise themselves.
See, it's
professionally.
nice and
Yeah,
even.
that's much
you can
better.
That's dark.
You can do a lot with a $5 mic if you know how to EQ it and put a goddamn foam thing on it.
Foam thing. That's what this is truly called, huh?
That's a- it's a
That's
phone
the
thing.
official name.
Technical term.
Yeah. If you're on
Where the kids,
SoundCloud, I'm
hanging
throwing
out in the
cigarettes
alley
at
at
my
school,
family because
'cause
I'm
we're the
responsible and I care about their well-being.
Yeah.
We all would have died together.
It's for our
I'm going to leave the mic and light people's cigarettes. Hold on.
personal well-being,
The general doom and gloom of everybody's opinion about how our future's going to play out in the next 4 to 8 years is really depressing me. So I want to move it on to another subject.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I might be stuck in Georgia when this happens, so
Oh, no. What's going on in Georgia?
I don't know, probably some bullshit.
Jeez. Amira got
My-
into college.
Amira got into SCAD.
But she...
Oh, let's not brag about me right
I
now.
think
Well-
that's a brag.
well-
I think that's something you should brag about.
That's absolutely braggable, but the problem is you
have
are
no
working
money.
on finances
Yeah.
right now. Name the school.
It's Savannah College of Art and Design.
Right. And
Just making some video games.
that's see, everybody loves video games. So Kickstarter campaign.
I'll
I'm going
give
to
you a-
start
yeah,
for your
I'll-
college fund
I'll
because
give you some to
everybody loves the
disappear
video
into.
games. So that should be a cinch. She's really good at what she does. She 3D models like a motherfucker. She's amazing, my sister.
She's a rigging fool.
She's
we
a
don't know what
rigging fool.
rigging is, but
Oh, the kids do.
does it.
The
She's
real
kids
good
do.
at it.
The fancy kids. We know our
Fancy-
shit.
Every kid with
We're
an
very
Xbox.
special. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah,
Hey,
every kid playing
do
video
you
games knows
do you
what that is.
you play a lot of video games, right?
Yeah.
Say
sort
yes.
Of. Yes.
you do.
Do you
Yeah.
do you do the whole Twitch thing?
No.
Ah, man.
I don't like attention.
Oh, see, my sister's too good. Twitch is the thing where you play the video games and then you stream the performance of your video game playing
Yeah, and
online.
people can talk
and you get
to
a
you
bunch
while
of
you're
fans,
playing,
and you
Like
can
that
like make
douchebag.
money off of it.
That PewDiePie motherfucker.
PewDiePie. I
Yeah.
hate that.
Well, they do like Let's Plays and stuff. I don't know.
Everybody,
Let's
look,
play. What is all this shit?
Let's Play.
Let's
Oh,
play.
Let's Play.
What is
Yes.
Let's play?
Let's Play is where people record themselves playing games and just like them talking about what they're doing and all kinds of different stuff.
It's
them
watching
stream-
people
yeah.
play video games.
Basically.
That's all it is.
I've always hated that. I want to play.
I know. Chris,
So that is like the third
If
reality.
hey, seriously, y'all are attractive girls and you have access to video game systems, you can make a shit ton of money just playing video games.
Yeah.
You really can.
But we'll also get like death threats and
Sure.
I want to
Like,
rape you.
Which
sure,
is fun, but
and
you know, at
you
this point, I've
ignore
come to
that.
expect that because gamers are like the worst people.
the
The
worst.
gamers,
when I
but
worked
it's
for.
that
They're meninists.
but,
Oh, it's not even. They're just angry.
But that's fine. That's
Just
fine. You know
generally
what is
angry.
also inherent of the nature of those kind of awful people? They're so desperate that they just chuck money at girls that play video games. It's a double-edged sword that works in your favor. You can ignore the death threats and take the desperate cash.
This one
that
can't.
they
The only
give.
game I play is The Sims. I can't. I don't.
You used to play a shit ton
Yeah,
of
that's the
Halo.
only lesbians are going to be looking. There's just like 5 of them, and you'll make about $3.
We'll be very close friends.
Yeah, you'll make some friends, but that doesn't pay the rent.
Isn't that
friends
green
don't pay
thing
the
on
rent.
top of their head crazy? It's crazy.
Okay, so as soon as Sammy's done
Sorry, hold
with
on.
her, no, that's no problem, not a problem.
You got to take care of
Usually,
your social connections.
it's proper etiquette while doing a broadcast, a professional broadcast,
I've gotta
to turn off
device
one's
down.
phone.
She's very unprofessional.
I get these messages out of the blue, and then I have to like be a friend and reply.
Why?
Because that's the modern
Goddamn
world.
being a human bullshit.
Fucking human empathy and
I
shit.
know you get being a good person is just the worst.
I hate it.
It's exhausting.
It is exhausting. I wish I could be a
That's
dick.
why I have like
You
one
know
friend.
what? Fuck it. Let's just all vote for Trump.
Trump 2016,
Take care of this problem right now.
2020, 2024, 2028. All the years.
We'll get rid of
All
that
the
whole limit. Fuck that shit. He'll strip it out so he can be America's dictator for life.
America's dictator for life.
Yeah.
Well, Mom, you were going to say something.
I was
Freely
just,
elected.
I was just going to question whether or not you're voting.
Are you gonna vote?
Yeah,
I know it's Texas.
but still.
I never vote.
Oh, never. Why?
Okay, here's why.
Why?
Because I'm only going to live to be like 77. I will go through about 8 presidents, and none of them will affect my actual life.
I mean,
I've lived through, let's see, Carter.
they'll affect
Reagan,
your life.
Bush, Clinton, Bush. 6 presidents so far I've lived through. And my trajectory in life has been completely unaffected by any president that has ever been in office. I have made it to where I live within the margins. I'm off the grid. So presidents don't matter to me.
But no, 77 years is a long time, and there's like,
A lot could happen.
and besides that, genetically you're programmed to live more like somewhere between 88 and 98.
Sure.
So I'm thinking there's like this responsibility to the generations behind you kind of stuff.
All that shit.
Nieces and
But do
nephews
you,
and
okay,
all
so
of that,
let me
better
bring up
world.
this old horse. Does my vote actually count with an electoral college in place?
Not here.
So that's why I don't vote. It's not worth.
Gerrymandering.
But
Because look,
if
voting.
all of the people like
voting
that,
is
Well, here's the thing.
voting and thinking it matters is playing lip service.
That's not entirely true.
That's not
in the general presidential election, yeah, everything's
Local
kind of
votes
bullshit.
count. Local votes
You should
count.
do the
I should
local voting.
vote for my comptroller. I should vote
Especially
for.
since the more
Your
you
railroad
vote locally, the
commissioner.
Sure.
more it's going to begin affecting
But voting
the
for
presidential race,
president,
too.
voting for president, why? Why so much?
man,
They
shit,
do have
is it
power.
And is it a sense of duty? Is it like this is my only
have a
opportunity
civic
to
duty,
say what I
like-
actually think?
And does it matter? Does that say something more about you feeling power to change history? Are you overestimating your worth as a voter, or should you be paying more attention to the actual small group of people
As
that
Tom-
your life affects rather than voting for a
Well,
president
that's
that
the thing,
won't
though,
actually
is that
affect
your life affecting other people, it's like voting, and the whole process is a social process anyway. So if you're going to be affecting other people, you want them to be voting so that you're all like on the same page. That's the whole
And
point.
that would be amazing if it wasn't for the fact that the votes don't actually count due to delegates in the electrical
Well, but they
the
do
electrical
count.
college.
The
the electrical college, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so wait, if in enough time, if it happens enough times where popular vote outweighs electoral college, perhaps something may change.
And then it's
Perhaps
worth it to vote.
The people will
At
have
this
spoken.
point-
But that hasn't really happened.
Part of it too. Well,
has
the
it?
thing is, not enough people vote in the first place.
And not enough
If it
people.
was like Australia or whatever,
not
where it's
enough
illegal for you
people-
not to vote, then
Yeah.
it would be a lot.
Not
different.
enough people are aware of the fact that their vote doesn't count, because all we're told from little itty bitty kids up through college is that democracy equals you voting and it will make a difference.
Yeah, representative. you pick
MTV
your
said rock the vote,
representative.
and we believed in it, and that's as far as we're willing to think.
No.
Vote or die, motherfucker.
Right, vote or die, dumb fucking concepts like that. It doesn't for the presidency. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. I can't find a way to
Maybe
justify it. I
just don't
can't
know that
find a way to
that's true.
justify waking up in the morning and going out and doing something that took 5 hours out of my life that I could have spent better doing something real
Number
for somebody I
one,
care
Well,
for.
the
Yes.
only
So
reason that's true is because everybody has decided arbitrarily to think that way.
Not arbitrarily. We're told to think that way. We were
well,
given
that your vote doesn't matter.
that the fairy tale of our vote does matter.
Well, I don't think it's a fairy tale, though. I think the only reason
On
it
a
doesn't
national
matter is
level
because
for the-
people
No,
who-
people think, in very simple terms, people are told that their vote counts, and that's as far as people are willing to think about their vote without
if
realizing
if you're
the
talking about the
mechanisms of
electoral-
our voting process.
If you're talking about the electoral college, that's like a different thing from the way the primaries work with the delegates. The delegates can go away from the way they
hear
their
everything that you're saying?
constituency
Do you hear
votes.
everything you're saying?
well, and there's been
Wait, hold on. Do you hear everything you're saying?
Yeah.
You think that. Most people don't.
Well,
they
hold
don't
on,
even
though.
they don't even know to say that
They don't
much
even-
about their vote.
Well, this is the thing, though, is nobody thinks about it. But if we have people trying to run that actually do, things do change. Like Bernie Sanders tried to run in the
this
primaries,
is-
and he actually did change. Like there
He
have
changed
been
the
there have been
Democratic
changes to the
platform.
This
process.
is one of those
He didn't
situations.
just change the platform; he changed the process. They're actually discussing the superdelegate issue now.
So here's the thing. This is one of those situations where change, it's not ideal for us. It's not the way we were raised, but this is one of those situations where change will have to come from the top down. If we want to change how the
Well,
voting
it
process
comes from
works,
both-
it
it
will
comes-
have to come from an idealist that has gained enough power to make a change.
I agree with that, but there has
Nobody's
to be
gonna
enough
change-
people behind that idealist to make
the
that idealist
general
move.
population
Like-
will not raise their hand and say we need to make a change about how the voting process works.